If you're anybody like me, you like to look this stuff up before you even do it. I always look for the YouTube videos, so I know I'm going to hook somebody up with this. For the valve cover replacement or gasket replacement, you'll need the VS50753R. It's about $5 cheaper online, I found. But if you need it, then you need it. It's Felpro, by the way. What comes in the kit is your main gasket seal. Here's your boots for the spark plugs. These are actually what's probably might even be causing a miss in your car, because the oil gets down in there, and then once you remove the spark plug cover or boot to check it or whatever, it can cause a miss once it gets that oil on there. Here's the little outer deals. So these all were breaking. Moving. These go on the outside, obviously. Mine all were breaking, so I was glad to see. They were just kind of gross looking. I was glad to see new ones in there. Getting the old ones off, I found it easier to use like a magnet, especially this back one, combined with a flathead screwdriver on one side, just to gently lift it out. But you know, since I only have one hand, see, that gets it right out. And you know, there's gonna be haters out there because the book says that, you know, you need to tap it with a little bit of a hammer, but I gently slide my screwdriver down between the head and the cover and just lift up. Just, you know, don't really manhandle it, just lift up. You'll feel it move. And then back here on the opposite side, I'm doing this with the camera too. Oh, I got it. Lift up. You'll kind of see the whole thing. I felt it on this back one. I felt it go pop whenever I did that. So just those two sides did it for me. I haven't pulled this off yet, so I don't even know what I'm gonna find, if I'll even pull off at all. Let's open it up. All right. Well, I'm gonna use two hands for this. I'm gonna pause it. So immediately you're gonna be exposed to all this righteous mess. So you can see where they did put the seal. It recommends doing it in the corners. Just make sure you get a JB Weld black tube. It's what you put right here. They did gray. So, and I'm just kidding. You actually use the silicone, the black RTV silicone. So don't put JB Weld on your valve cover. It won't come off. But you can see that they use gray, and I was experiencing a leak in the back of my engine. And gray is actually meant for high torque, I believe. The silicone black is meant for oil. So this is probably one of the reasons why my valve cover gasket was leaking anyway. But like I said, it was leaking around the boots down into the spark plugs. So I don't know if I could. I'll get a flashlight. I'll show you I'll show you the oil down in there. So we're gonna put a little light on it, and I clean that one out a little bit, but oh, he's actually. Oh, boo. Yeah, I might have worn a better shirt. More appropriate shirt anyway. Alright, so I can get this lined up. There we go. Huh. What? Okay, that one. So number 5 is just, that's what was happening all of them. The oil sneaks past here and it just goes down in there. No big deal. This kit will do that. I'll fix that. So you obviously want to replace your spark plugs at the same time. NGK, I'm just using the cheap copper ones. I mean, you can spend up to $12 a spark plug for it. I don't see a need for that. Oh, there's part of a boot. There we go. Anyway, and they're gapped to 0.044. So 5 spark plugs, gapped to 0.044, and I'm just gonna put it all back together. I mean, it doesn't look like a big deal. Oh, and my valve cover hung up on the this guy, the holder for each of the spark plug wires. So I just folded the spark plug wires back real far, and I just use that kind of like a handle to guide it out. Just you know, it's probably not a good move, but it was pretty solid, so it actually worked in my favor this time. But and it just slid it right out. It's actually, I'm actually impressed with this little car. So pretty solid. Anyway, hope this helps.